with the PotomacBeads company, and today I'm going to make the Scolopendra bracelet, which was named after a centipede species, since almost everyone was telling me that it looks like one, and I agree. It is a nice repetitive design, so you can make yourself easily a bracelet like this one, as well as necklace if you want to make a matching set. The spine of this bracelet is made from prong beads. I added some bling to them with the PotomacBeads company 4mm rounds. I chose this one, this purple one. I like this one a lot. And the rest is actually Miyuki 15-0 seed beads. I used 2 colors. You can also use Toho seed beads, and also you can change the rounds for some, let's say, fire polish beads or glass pearls, but also you need to have the 4mm side. So 4mm glass pearls or 4mm fire polished beads. If you want to bead along with me, you can go below the video where you find a box stating the release date. There you can click on the small down arrow or the show more button to get links to these different products online. As I said, I'm going to be using 15-0 Miyuki seed beads in 2 colors. First one is metallic dark blue iris and the other one is nickel. I will also use prong beads. I chose the dark blue metallic suede color, and my bracelet is approximately 16 cm long to fit my wrist actually, and it's a bit longer, but it's nice when it's not that tight. And I was okay with 1 tube of prongs, and some beads actually I didn't use all of them, so you should be fine with 9-gram tube. Then I used the PotomacBeads rounds, the 4mm one. Again, 1 tube is more than enough for 1 bracelet. Then I finished the bracelet with some beautiful garden clasp. In this gold purple version, I used the golden one with the pearls. For this dark blue / silvery version, I will use the silver one with the crystals. And then we will need some sewing needles. I went for the size 12 because we will go through the beads many times. So you need a small needle, and also you need some kind of thread. I chose the KO one because wildfire is too thick and you won't be able to finish the bracelet if you're going to use the wildfire. So KO, 1G, or other kind of thread you like. Something not that thick, preferably. In the first step, I will need the 15-0 Miyuki seed beads, the nickel color, and the prong beads. Firstly, we're going to create a spine for this bracelet, and in the next step you're going to add these small waves and the PotomacBeads rounds. So cut yourself a longer piece of thread, at least 1.5 meters, and thread 4 beads, 4 seed beads. Slide them down, but leave at least 30 centimeters of thread at the end, because you're going to use that piece to later actually attach one of the halves of the clasp. so you don't have to use a new thread, but we will use this piece. Then thread a prong, again for seed beads, a prong, but before you thread the prong, it's actually good to slide down the beads again. You can also use stop bead here, but I am not used to that, so I'm not gonna do it. And now when you are threading the second prong, watch over which side you are actually putting the needle to, so the prongs are facing the same side. Like this. You need to thread them in the same way. Then from the opposite side, go through the 4 beads, which should make a loop. A loop like this. Because it's a starting point, it's good to go through all the beads one more time to make it stronger. Like this, through the prong. And through the 4 beads again. Now the circle should be strong and shouldn't move that much. Be sure to pull the thread hard enough so the prongs will stay in one line, like this. It looks actually like a crescent from the side, actually like a small moon. Now to continue, go through the prong and through the 4 beads again. And now you're ready to actually add more prongs and continue in the spine. To continue, add a prong. Again, watch the side, so they need to stay the same. Slide, add 4 seed beads, 2, 3, 4, again prong, and go through these 4 beads. Already in this stage, if you would be using the wildfire, you wouldn't be able to do this because already there's like 3 or 4 times. We went through these beads 3 or 4 times, so you wouldn't be able to fit, so you need to use a thread. Now go back through the prong, through the 4 beads we added, and this is it. And this is how are you going to continue as long as you think you reach the length you need for your bracelet or necklace. I will repeat it once more. Again, add a prong, 4 seed beads, 2, 3, 4, slide, and second prong, and we go through these 4 seed beads we added in the last step, pull, go through the first prong we just added, and through the 4 beads we just added. The prongs will try to go to the center like this. They will fold, but later when you add the rounds and everything else, they will stay in their spot, so don't worry. Just pull enough, pull hard, so it's actually firm and nice, no thread showing anywhere, and continue exactly like this through the whole length of the bracelet or necklace you want to make. So I have now 3, so I will now finish and go up till here, and then I will go back and add the rounds and the other row of the milky seed beads. Now I am done with the basic spine, I am done with the prongs, and now I will continue with adding the PC rounds. We will also use the other color of the milkies. And now, because we reached one end, it's actually clever to add the first half of the clasp. So, string 5 seed beads, 3, 4, 5. Now add the clasp, and again string another 5 seed beads. We are still working with the silver ones. 5. Now go back with the through the 4 seed beads, through the last 4 we added, and pull. Now go back through 7 from the 10 beads we just added. So it's been 5, 6, and 7. So you are with 3 beads left. Now string 1 silver seed bead and skip the 3 beads, and from the opposite side go through the 2. So actually the pair you just went through will create a 19-degree angle. Again, go up, back the 3 and the clasp, and through 2 on the other side. Again, add 1 seed bead, and from the opposite side go through the pair. Like this, and pull. I will go back again through the beads, so the thread would be stronger when holding the clasp. You need to reach the first 2 seed beads, so you would start from this place, like this. Now it's time for the other color of the Milkies, so add 1 blue and 2 silver, and go over the prong and go through the 4 seed beads. So you would create a loop from the 2 seed beads we used while attaching the clasp, and now the 3 seed beads we just added, and the blue one should be in the middle of the prong. Now we will do the same but in the opposite way, so 2 silver and 1 blue, and go to the 2 seed beads from the original 10 from the top. And pull hard enough so there's no thread showing, and you have nice 2 curves over the prongs. Now again go through the basic 4 beads to the opposite side. Again pull, go through the 2 silver beads and through the blue bead, and now it's time to add the PC round. So pick one and from the same side go through the blue bead above the second prong, pull, go back through the PC round and to the blue seed bead from the opposite side than you started from. So I started on the left side, so now I will go from right side. And pull. Now go through the 2 left beads from the curve, from the small loop over the prong, and through the 4 beads between the prongs. Now you finish the first loop with the round and edit the clasp. It's a bit complicated, but it's much easier than actually start with a new thread, because there's not so much space to actually start or finish a new thread. So you want to create a bridge through the clasp and then proceed over to adding the PC rounds and finishing the rest of the necklace or a bracelet. To continue, I will just explain that each loop over the prong is created from 5 seed beads. The third one is always the blue one, but the 5 beads are actually not separate 5, but the 2 beads on each side are shared between the loops. So now I will have to go through the first silver one, add 1 silver, 1 blue and 2 silver, go over the prong with my thread and to the 4 beads between the prongs. Pull, that's the loop on one side. Now 2 silver, 1 blue and only 1 silver, and I will go with my needle through the last silver bead from the previous loop. So again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beads actually creates the loop, but this one, the fifth one, is shared between these 2 prongs, these 2 loops, which also means that this first one will be shared between these 2 prongs, these 2 loops. So now I am here again to get to the other side, go through this 4 beads between prongs, through the shared silver bead and through the silver bead, the second one actually, and to the blue one. Now it's time again to add the PC round, so pick one and now my thread is going from the right side of the blue bead, so I will again go from the right side of the opposite one, pull, go back through the PC round, pull, and back to the blue one, but from the left side, like this. And now you will repeat this through the whole bracelet to the other side, where we will attach the other half of the clasp and the bracelet will be finished. So let me repeat one more time. To get to the other side, I will go again through the rest of the beads of the wave or loop, then through the 4 beads between the prongs, and now when I want to start another loop, I will go through the first bead of the last one, add 1 silver, 1 blue and 2 silver beads, go through the 4 beads between prongs, pull, I will add 2 silver ones, 1 blue one and 1 silver one, and go with my needle to the first bead of the last loop and then through the 4 beads between the prongs. Now I want to add the PC round, so I will go through the shared bead to the silver one and to the blue one. My thread is going from the left side of the blue bead. I will pick the PC round, go through the blue bead from from the other blue bead from the opposite side, from the left side, 2, back through the PC round, and back through the blue bead but from the right side. Then go back through the last beads of the loop, through the silver ones, and through the 4 beads between the prongs. Like this. So this is why we need to use the actual thread, not a very thick one, because through these 4 beads you will go, I guess, at least 5 times. I didn't count that, but you go so many times that it's impossible to use wildfire, even the thin one. And I think even, for example, the monofilament cord also is not good, but just thread. And it's okay, because when you go so many times through these beads, even when you use thread, the bracelet will be nice and stiff, but not too much stiff, so you will be able to bend it around your wrist very easily. I just finished the whole bracelet, and now it's time to attach the other half of the clasp, which will be very similar to the way we attached it the first time. But here we already have the 2 beads. The first 2 beads we were adding here. Here it's these 2. So I just left with adding the PC round, and now my thread is going out from the blue bead. So I will go through the next 2 silver beads, and now I will going to add 2 beads, 2 silver beads, yes, actually 3, sorry, 3 beads. Then I will string the clasp, another 3 silver beads, and now I will skip these basic 4. Those are the first 4 beads we added in the beginning. I will skip them and go to these 2 and pull. Now add 1 bead and skip first of these 3 and go through the last 2. Pull, go through the clasp, through the 2 silver beads right behind the clasp, pull again, string 1 silver bead, and then here again are the 2 silver beads we need to go to, but we will go there from the opposite side than we did previously. And pull. So there's these 2 beads, then there's something like a Y shape at each side of the clasp, and now we are done beading. Basically, I will just go through the clasp and the beads again to strengthen it. So again, through 3 beads, then through 3 beads on the other side. Through the pair. And back through the other bead. Through the 2, clasp, and 3 beads again, and last 2. And now it should be fine and work like this. I will open it. Now, because I needed a new thread, so I didn't use this piece of thread I left there in the beginning for actually attaching the clasp. So I will just knot it somewhere. I will do the same with this one. This bracelet is actually better or more nicely shaped when the clasp is closed, because the shape itself is not very flat one. When you actually close the clasp and the bracelet is curved, this is its natural state. So it's very nice when you wear it. You don't have the issues with the wrist that it won't fit. So this Scolopendra bracelet is done. So if you need any of the materials, you can go back to the beginning of the video where I list the supplies you are going to need, or simply look down below the video into the description box. Also, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel to get regular updates when we come out with new products, like some of our exclusives, as well as new things going on in the beading world. You can share this video with your friends that might think it's helpful, as well stay in touch with us at PotomacBeads.com or .eu and shop with us online there. You can stay connected via Facebook, Instagram or Pinterest. You can also join our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. It's a wonderful interactive community of people that love to make jewelry and design. They are very helpful, giving ideas, sharing knowledge, and really just inspiring you to create. As always, thank you so much for watching and have fun making